Bonsoir à tous, donc comme vous avez pu le voir dans le titre, on va s'intéresser aux quêtes Archon. Non, ça c'est la nouvelle bannière. Pas invoqué pour l'instant. Bon. Alors, du coup, on en était où? Sur les quêtes d'Archon. J'espère pas avoir pris la map. Non, ça va. Hop.
In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause. We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. I'd rather give him a chance to prove himself.
A magnanimous decision.
Whoa, seeing the two of you chatting like this, Paimon almost feels like...
This may be an unexpected outcome, but a favorable one nonetheless. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, how did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Auroron helped as well. We tracked down 3 scholars, Aberawa, Bosomtwe, and Kushtal, and combined the results of their research to locate this ancient device.
I've never heard those names. Seems like my own investigation failed to locate some critical personnel. I'm just not sure how I missed them.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion. In any case, their results speak for themselves.
That's true. Now we have another option at our disposal. Compared to using the Gnosis, our current plan will buy us some time. And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort, even though executing it will come at a heavy cost.
But that means making everyone forget their past! We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years. I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon. Only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy. But Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight. Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate. And in his...
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions, even before the tragedy. But I turned him down each time. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you? It must be the mask.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsworth? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
You've met him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him too.
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in person, he was traveling with the prince. He carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own. Yes, you're the sister of the prince. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you. Although, this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the prince saw me now, I doubt he would even recognize me. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body. My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing. Even my physical strength is a shadow of what it once was.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the pinnacle of human strength.
And I still lost. I deserve no praise for that outcome. Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. You could have seen what I was truly capable of.
I agree. Had we fought then, I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
So,
J'espère que celle-ci fonctionne.
We now face a
Me
common
revoici,
enemy.
donc là
It's
ça
time
a
to put our differences behind us
déconnecté la manette.
and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now.
Et ça
I'd
a
rather give him a
reconnecté
chance to prove himself.
tout
A
à zéro.
magnanimous
C'est reparti
decision.
we're back!
pour le
Whoa.
dialogue.
Seeing the two of you chatting like this.
This may be an unexpected outcome. Now that we're all...
We tracked down...
Seems like
Strange. In any case...
that's true. And if all else fails...
But that means... Oh,
That story. I failed only to find... I'm sure many people from that moment together. Aizu and I...
So it was him. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan.
wait, do you...
You've met him.
Yeah, but...
During the age of Conrad, he carries a degree of... Yes, although, as for my appearance is much...
I would have never known.
Still, it's a shame we never...
I agree. How do...
So, all that commotion...
I'd say...
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But capitalizing on that situation would have only led to a hollow victory. It would have been no different than taking hostages. My goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost, plain and simple. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence. That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign. I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova. Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like...
Wait, is that why you have...
Yes. Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine Throne... Like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. The size of the flame depends on the person's potential. The same principle applies to the ruler of Death's power, with one notable distinction. The amount of power inherited will not change depending on your ability to tolerate it. In other words, it's a kind of power that not everyone can withstand. But if you survive the trial, you will gain unprecedented strength, and the ability to harness powers more formidable than any Archon.
That still sounds really risky.
We cannot walk this path without accepting risk. Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination. Auroron fought back from the brink of death. In the face of their bravery, I must respond in kind. That is my duty.
Spoken like a true leader.
All right, that's enough for one day. You should head back and get some rest. I'm sure you're exhausted. The Abyss will likely sense the change in Auroron. It's possible the frequency of the attacks will increase.
When you put it that way, all right.
That hurts.
Stay still. Your wound needs time to heal. You need to rest for a few more days.
The monsters keep increasing in number. It's like something changed.
It's definitely unusual, and we should all be careful. But don't worry too much. You have us. If there's one thing the Abyss fears, it's strength. If they think we're easy prey, they've got another thing coming.
Oh, coming! Something wrong, Traveler?
Auroron?
Granny? What's wrong, Granny? It looks like you have something to say.
You know exactly what you did. You need some sense knocked into you, that's what I think. Now, where do I even begin? Now that you have nowhere to run, that's when you apologize? You couldn't wait to run off last time.
Pretty sure I apologized those times too.
What exactly were you thinking? Being a wanted criminal is one thing, but then you also tried to pull off that whole thing in the ancient ruin. I'm not the one who needs an apology. Apologize to yourself for risking your life.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
You better be sincere. This is an incredibly...
I'm being sincere, I promise. I've seriously reflected. I know what I did was risky, and I know I made some bad choices. But I don't regret it. I just had... Not because I thought I was special, but because I wanted to help Natlan as much as I can. Of course, in the end, I just ended up causing more trouble, so... You're right. My apology doesn't mean much. But I don't know what else I can say. You even had Aoife bring me that gem. A simple thank you isn't enough, but still. Thank you, Granny.
You're welcome. Just make sure to thank Aoife sometime. Anyway, don't feel too grateful. I tampered with the bag to copy a portion of your memories.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Of course you didn't. You forget how many years I have on you. Like you could uncover one of my... Anyway, the Pyro Archon has discussed your case with the others. Many of your actions violated the rules of Natlan, and you should understand you'll have to take responsibility for that.
I understand.
But your efforts weren't entirely meaningless in the end. In addition to giving us another failsafe, you saved yourself with sheer force of... Not too shabby, grandson.
Did the Traveler in Paimon tell you to say that?
What? No!
I can't believe you're complimenting me at a time like this. You normally let your fist do the talking.
You're not off the hook just yet. I told the Traveler I was going to break your legs, and I meant every part of it.
Could you not? I still need them to walk.
Trying to negotiate, are you? All right. Make me an offer.
Given all the good things that I managed to accomplish, can you let me off the hook this one time?
Fine. I can let this slide for now. But I'll be watching. We'll see. Oh, the Traveler, Paimon.
Hello!
Yes. Looking after these little rats.
Taking care of the Traveler isn't easy either. Paimon's life is an uphill battle.
Traveler, Paimon, I want to thank you for your help back at the ruin. I won't.
Let's get together sometime. If Auroron really wants to
Sounds great! We'll be there.
Oh, these must be friends of yours. Well, head out then. See you later.
It was a piece of cake. Those invasive pests are lucky someone called a truce, or we would have burned them.
I appreciate the concern, Paimon. Despite Ahao's description, the situation wasn't quite so smooth. The captain's forces are all elite warriors. It was a tough fight. We were prepared to retreat at any moment, and now the Pyro Archon and the captain are working together. Not the outcome I was expecting, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot happened while we were in the ruin.
Well, at least the Pyro Archon's plan advanced a step further. This is the best outcome we could have hoped for. But we have to keep pushing forward. Cebu and I were just about to head out, actually. My tribe is calling for messengers.
We won't keep you then. Let's talk later. Ha! Little Kanish thinks he can just leave without consulting the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How! Hey! Wait up!
Je pensais qu'il n'y en avait que 3, mais il y en a même 4. Un petit grimpé.
If you're done for the day, we should get some rest.
You ready?
Yep. Let's go meet the Lord of the Night.
So, this is where you heard the Lord of the Night? Guess that means she really has awakened. Hopefully we made it before she falls asleep again.
Fret not. I am still here. For a weak life form, falling asleep is no less taxing an exercise than staying awake.
I'm sorry for disturbing your rest, but there's something we didn't have the chance to ask you earlier. We need to forge a new ancient name for the Traveler. But we ran into a problem. She's not from Natland, so there are no records of her in the Night Kingdom.
I see. Mawika must hold her in high regard. It would seem the two of you are not simply here on her orders. So, what say you? Speak your mind. There are no others here. You are both my children, both children of Natlan. I would hear your opinions on the matter.
She is special. She saved Kachina and devoted herself to helping us avert this disaster. Natlan owes her a debt. But that debt has not been repaid. And with an ancient name, we can at least guarantee her safety.
Even though that guarantee will come at the cost of your own life.
Yes.
So, it's true. Forging an ancient name consumes the life of the craftsman.
Forging an ancient name is an act of creation. It involves taking disparate concepts throughout the Night Kingdom, but it takes time for the new concept to be integrated into that realm. Once that process is complete, the seed will sprout, and forging an ancient name is no easy task. And creating one for an outlander makes it easy.
Yes, because I believe forging this name will be well worth it. We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the Abyss, or what the final price of averting this disaster will be. If giving up my life means that all the people of Natlan can have a future, then the sacrifice is practically negligible. Even when I'm staring death in the face, I don't think I'll regret this decision. I bear the name Baraka. This is a part of my duty.
I understand. The chance may be exceedingly slim, but you still want to seize it, because this could be... And you, Sidlali? The anxiety you feel. It's because you saw something, yes? Something you were not meant to...
So, you know about that?
What is she talking about?
I've had concerns for a long time. Mawika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong. The Masters of the Night Wind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse the future. It's just... using this power on the Pyro Archon has always been seen as a taboo.
And you did it anyway? What did you see?
Death.
Oh.
A key part of Mawika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the power Shabalanke obtained from the ruler of death. Considering its origins, the price of using that power is death.
You're saying Mawika is going to die in this war against the Abyss?
Yes.
I can't just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power. I need the power of a Descender.
Don't forget, Sidlali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. The ruler of Death's power will allow Mawika to triumph over the Abyss. But the ruler of Death cares little for the time, and fate may be able to influence the timing.
Wait, you're saying we might be able to change when she dies, but not the outcome?
I cannot help you with this, I'm afraid. It's beyond my capabilities.
Mawika knows about all this, doesn't she?
Yes. I imagine she has long accepted this eventuality.
Well, I can't. She's so strong. She never gives up, never rests until a problem is solved. She's not the type of person to just quietly accept her death. The Traveler shares that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it. Together, I know they can overcome the impossible. Be it fate or death.
We shall have to wait and see, but I will curb my expectation. My time is running out. It is my honor to witness humanity in this moment of absolute determination.
We won't forget your contributions. Once we deal with the Abyss, we'll find a way to keep you alive.
Thank you for saying that, but there is nothing you can do. How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? The Night Kingdom will disappear. The humans will continue to fight against the Abyss, and in the end, all will cease to exist. When you consider all of that, extending my life is meaningless.
That's what makes us different. Even if our end comes tomorrow.
Exact.
Times like these always fill me. My creator was right in his... Here. This is my gift to you and an extension of my will. It can record the traveler's experiences in this land, whether from the past. With it, you can forge the ancient name you desire. And the traveler will also become a hero forever recorded in the memory of...
Thank you. We're sorry to ask this of you when your strength is already all but spent.
Really. Thank you.
Your thanks are unnecessary. This is the lead. Time for you to leave. It's getting dark.
I can't sleep with all the noise outside. Forget it. Let's go check it out. Shilon and Lolly, is there a reason?
We went to see the Lord of the Night, and she gave us this. Like I said before, I couldn't forge your ancient name because there was no record of you in the Night Kingdom. But with this, we can finally record your deeds.
Just keep it with you during your time in Natlan. And eventually, it'll be full of your adventures.
Really? Let Paimon see! It's the two of us! Oh, and that must...
It's not a concrete medium. It reflects the Lord of the Night's will, and shows what she wants you to see.
Well, in other words, don't worry about its form. When you want to check the contents, just take it out and have a look.
Sounds convenient! This is a really awesome gift! Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, you two. It's, like you saw yesterday, aiding humanity. She would have willingly reconstructed Natlan's ley lines at the cost of her own existence. She wouldn't ask any...
Exactly. Just take it.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. The Abyss attacked again, and it's the monsters are everywhere.
So soon? We just fought them off.
We can figure that out later. Let's...
I see. I'll send reinforcements to those 2 locations. The remaining locations are remote with no inhabitants.
Understood. I'll spread the word.
We're here. What's going on? Kachina said the Abyss attacked again?
Yes, it's not looking good. Our forces have always been able to handle the sporadic attacks.
What about the scale? What
All of Natlan. Not just around the stadium, but even the remote areas of the Collective of Plenty are reporting attacks.
Could this also be some kind of omen? If things continue like this, then...
We won't last much longer, I know. What we're seeing now is the desperation of the Abyss. It knows we're only 1 hero short. I don't have the strength to fight it right now. This is its best opportunity and its final chance.
You're saying we just have to hold out for as long as we can?
It'll be a long fight. Our current focus needs to be on protecting civilians and conserving manpower. There are caravans and adventurers trapped in the wild. Many of our warriors have already...
Leave that to us. We'll head...
All right. Shilonen, Kachina, head to the camp near the Children of Echoes. Sitlali, you're needed in the Masters of the Nightwind. As an important figure in the plan, Auroron will stay here. Your tribe is too far from the stadium.
Understood. I'll leave right away.
I prepared a hot air balloon to take you where you're needed. Messengers from the Scions of the Canopy are traveling all around Natlan. Update them once you've completed your mission, as I receive intel from the various regions.
All right. No time to lose. Let's go!
Be careful, everyone!
What about us? Where should we go?
I received word that a small team escorting civilians back to the stadium was attacked. They won't be able to hold out for long. Can I leave them to you? Thank you. The hot air balloon is over there.
Un petit café.
Hey, this thing is pretty convenient. It's not only fast, but also saves us a lot of energy. They must be trapped! Let's go help!
Judgment! Know my sword! Witness the power of God!
Torn to oblivion!
Thank you for coming. We were almost at the breaking point.
There were just too many monsters. They just kept coming, wave after wave. I've never seen it this bad.
At least we got here in time. You all should get going.
I know, but it's not that easy. Our cart was also attacked, and now our supplies are scattered everywhere.
That's not important right now. We need to focus on getting out of here alive.
I know, but these were medical supplies. What if they need them back at the stadium?
It's them! Over here!
We came to help, but looks like you don't need it. Nice job making it through.
Now we can head straight to the next location.
What other areas need help?
Here, take a look at the latest messengers from the... If you see a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy...
Thanks! Now where should we go?
Seems like you can hold your own in a fight, so let's split up. Choose where you want to go and we'll take the rest.
Still looks like they could...
It's all right. Don't delay your rescue effort.
But if we stay here too long...
What do you think, Traveler? Should we stay and help? Paimon will do whatever you decide.
J'étais dessus là. c'était pas eux. C'était bon, c'est chaud ça. J'ai quitté la zone, mais non, j'ai quitté pas la zone. C'est galère ça. Prenez le ballon jusqu'à la zone de souvenir. Si c'est comme ça, c'est peut-être qu'il est vraiment en bas. Oh là 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 là. Il y a un trou en plus sur la plateforme. Pas dans le trou. Activé. Ok, donc en fait il fallait bien y aller en montgolfière. Parce que j'étais loin du Ankylosaure. Là c'est au-dessus de la cascade.
Hey, Kanice just ran past. He must be busy delivering messages. At least he didn't look hurt. Everything looks good so far. Wait, those saurians are fighting the abyss.
Donc c'était bien ça.
Unbelievable!
Au niveau du
Attacking cute, innocent saurians? Come on, let's go help.
Like cat.
Shine down. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Rain outlines your fate.
It's all right. You're safe now. The bad guys are all gone. Go and find your friends, okay? It's dangerous out here. It's best to stick together. Okay, then. Shoo! Shoo! Come on, shoo! Nope. Still nothing. Wait. Let's see. Oh, it's one of the battle reports from the Scions of the Canopy. This must be what the Saurians were trying to protect. Looks pretty recent, too. We can use it to figure out where to go next. You're right. Anyway, we saw the... Still no response. Well, what do you want to do? Follow the battle report?
time to act.
C'est bien que je suis en train de m'éloigner. Ouais. Je faisais des dégâts. Ah vas-y, passe.
No, my soul! Rain cutter! You can't run! Shiver! Torn to oblivion! I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Rain outlines your fate. Judgment! There is no escape! You can't run! Light act. Let me read your verdict. Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! You can't run!
Thank you for coming. We finally have time to catch our breath. Fairly stable for now. We've stationed ourselves...
What about the monsters that suddenly...
Based on my experience, the monsters are attracted to... That's why we set up our front line of... the messenger's here.
Perfect! We were just waiting for the latest battle report.
We'll stay here and... There's so much that needs to be done after that last battle. But we're short... If you're not in a hurry to leave, would you be willing to...
That's a decision for the traveler.
By the way, I think I know where some monsters might be. If you've got some time, I'd appreciate the backup. All right, let's...
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Judgment! Yeah! There is no escape! Yeah!
Lights out. No, my sword! Witness the power of pouvoir.
Shine down! Judgment! Now you shall perish! You can't run!
Leave them to me, as a good knight should. No, my sword!
Shiver!
Thanks to you, we managed to clear out the threats in the surrounding area.
Here's the current situation. People from all over Natlan are trying to make their way to the stadium, but they're being targeted by the Abyss. If you have the strength, they could really use some help.
Steady as stone.
Yeah! Shiver!
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
There is no escape! Ha! Inazuma shines eternal!
Inga. I must leave no stone unturned. Ha!
Judgment!
Light out.
Yeah.
Body and mind.
You can't run! Yeah.
No, my soul.
Judgment!
Illusion shattered.
Steady as stone.
Rain cutter!
Shine down.
You can't run! Punishment!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Oh, Kenichi, you're back!
Yeah. Thought I would check on the situation after finishing my delivery work. If you're here, though, I doubt I'm needed.
Yeah, it really feels like we're running short on people everywhere. It's so dangerous out there. Just when we think everything's not that Paimon's complaining, it's just...
Psh, what a stupid question. You know the answer, you're just too afraid to face it. Like a puny bug.
Okay, that's enough out of you!
This may be one of the few times a How has a point. On the bright side, we can pat ourselves on the back for saving all these civilians and bringing them here. My tribe is launching a second wave of patrols soon. We'll do a scan of the whole nation. As long as we don't scatter our forces, the Abyss is nothing to fear.
Fear is useless anyway. Even if the endless surge of monsters scares you to death, you still have to fight. There's no other choice.
She took a small team of warriors to the mines. A group of people from the Children of Echoes were trapped there. I think she just got back. The lava alone makes that area dangerous. And now it's crawling with monsters.
Spewing nonsense, as always. Quit work!
Yeah, she always seems so confident. Plus, she told us you can only become the Archon by proving your strength.
It's true. She certainly helps us save manpower. She can handle the dangerous areas almost entirely on her own.
Alright. I'm tired of this conversation.
A break sounds good. We won't be much...
Good idea! Maybe we can see if the people around here need it. Looks like we're on the... There are a lot of people in here. Could they all be refugees?
Ces trois-là, ils étaient déjà, ça s'étape pas du tout. Hein. Avec tous les combats qu'on faisait, je me suis dit on va gagner peut-être un ou deux. Rien du tout. Se reposer, bah non.
to?
Hey, you made it back!
Sure did. Dargo made sure we got back safely before rushing out again.
Plus, we managed to deliver the medical supplies to the stadium.
Bon, voilà, de toute façon, on va se reposer.
Wanna get some rest, Traveler? We have to head out again in a bit.
The latest battle reports here. The situation is still quite grim. Here, looks like this place also isn't as safe as we thought. That, plus the bridge to the stadium is also compromised. An abyssal pylon. Here. That's not good news. We need to deal with it. Now.
Are you running away?
I got him cornered.
Et bien évidemment, je n'ai pas de feu avec moi.
Locked on.
Outlines her fate. Steady as stone.
Shattered, torn to oblivion. You can't run.
The situation is grave. Hold this position. Keep the people safe.
Chaos and emptiness. So that's the abyss.
And it knows that now is its best chance.
But the sacred flame!
Archon's on the case.
Physical embodiment of pure dread and destruction! That black pit of despair will eat you all alive! Laugh all you want, it's gonna eat you too!
So is that the source of the Abyss's power? I have to get a closer look at that thing. It may already be too late. Get to the place mentioned in the battle report. I have a feeling things are about to get very bad very quickly. There's no time to lose.
The fact that Deadpan Kenichi is this nervous just goes to show how serious this really is. Oh, let's go.
La carte, sélectionnez la zone à soutenir.
Monsters everywhere. But the battle report said there are still people here who could use our help. So let's wipe the monsters out.
Rain outlines your fate. Shiver!
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
chercher des survivants dans le coin.
Over here! Come on, quick! Rika! You gotta wait! Oh no! Were we too... No! Don't come!
It's okay, sweetie. They're not monsters. Thank you.
What happened here?
The Abyss had us surrounded. Luckily, these Fatui came to our rescue, and we started evacuating. But then that black fire shot out of the stadium, and that huge monstrosity appeared in the sky. Right, they couldn't fight them off, so they hit us here.
Right. You need to get to the stadium. Come on, we'll take you.
Thank you. You saved our lives. We're forever indebted to you.
Huh? Yeah. I'm on the... But anyway, right now, with any luck, there'll be an update waiting for us there.
Need the latest battle report? We don't have too much, but as I understand, the folks at the Scions of the Canopy outpost suffered a lot. If you're free, please head there immediately.
Shine down! You can't run!
Lights out. Leave it all to me. Time to clean up. I'll catch up.
Alors, ils sont où? Là.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power.
There is no escape! Shiver! Inazuma shines eternal!
Lights out. Let me weave you a verse.
Illusion shattered!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Wait, here? What happened to the monsters?
All of them? But there were so many.
What's the situation here? Any other survivors?
The warriors protecting our group all fought to their deaths. We weren't about to sit around waiting to die, so we snuck out and made a run for it. But we didn't get far before the monsters spotted us. Who knows? Maybe we should have stayed put after all.
Oh, when I was in my prime, I could have handled them all by myself.
Yeah, take our hot air balloon and head to the stadium.
Oh, but won't that hold you up if we take it?
What the? How is anyone still here? I thought the monsters had captured this place. Yes, of course. What's the matter? We need to go. It's not safe here.
It's just... I can't help but think things might have turned out differently if only I'd chosen to fend for myself sooner, rather than expecting other people to protect me.
It's not too late, maybe even for me. I might be an old bag of bones, but I used to train in the spear, and I bet I can still remember a thing or two.
Let's get going. I'm gonna fight to the very end.
Thanks again for your help. We'll be all right from here.
Okay, but be extra careful on your way back. We'll see you at the stadium.
You bet. Till then.
Rain outlines your fate. There is no escape. Now you shall perish. No, my sword. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Judgment. Punishment. To oblivion! As a dutiful maid would. Judgment! Let me read you a verse. Huh? Rain outlines your... Yeah! Punishment!
Guess you're the sole survivor, huh, buddy? There. Don't be scared. Head to the stadium. You'll be safe there. If you're upset, then nothing Paimon says will make it better. But you have to go. Yeah, you're right. We have to keep... The latest intel said the Children of Echoes need support too. Let's head up.
You can't run! No, my sword! Witness the power of Google.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
As a good knight should.
Like that. You can't run!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
No, my sword! Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
This is the second time you've had to come to our rescue. I'm a little ashamed. Thanks to your efforts last time, we managed to fend off the abyss here, even after whatever that was appeared in the sky. But at this point, I think we're gonna have to cut our losses. This base is as good as gone.
Yeah, everyone needs to stick together. Best to regroup somewhere else.
All right, time to evacuate. There's a volunteer unit here too. So first I need to ask for anyone who still wants to fight on the front lines. The Children of Echo's front is the closest. Those are the options. We're abandoning this base, and you're free to stay with the group or leave. As of this moment, the Children of Echoes are reasonably well defended. Now then, anyone who would... Did I not make myself clear?
But if Natlan is destroyed, will there still be a home for us to return to?
If anyone wants a future, it's on them to go out there and grab it. Period. No one wants to be that person who sat back and hoped for the best while other people...
Very well. For Natlan.
For Natlan.
You heard them. This means we'll all be going to support the Children of Echo's garrison.
Great! Well, you all seem in good spirits, so that's encouraging.
Don't worry. It'll be just like another Night Warden war. We'll force the Abyss back if it's the last thing we do.
Huh? Shoot! That creepy Abyss thing is raining down a dangerous-looking substance again!
That's over towards people of the Springs territory. From what I've heard, their defenses have been substantially weakened by the Abyss invasion.
Then let's head over and check on them!
can't run! Punishment! Huh? Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Ha! Judgment! Leave it over to me. Time to clean up. You can't run. Lights out. Rain cutter. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
There's just one battle report left, and it gives a long list of places where the dangerous substance has been dropping. This is the first report we've had in ages, which means the messenger's job has become all but impossible. But there's nothing we can do about that. Our priority is to get to the next defense, even if we don't find any survivors. Maybe that strange substance over there won't be as rock solid as here. There's a chance at least.
Alors, je peux le récupérer ça? A priori non. Consulter la carte. %. L'échelle.
Too many monsters. There are just too many. It's beyond anything we've seen before.
Il y va pas? J'ai arrivé? Alors là je comprends pas. Je comprends pas comment ça se fait que c'est pas arrêté.
Traveler, this war is getting too much for my life to take. Okay, let's do this. Oh, thank goodness, those people are still standing!
Allez, vas-y.
Rain outlines your fate.
You can't run! Illusion shattered! Punishment!
Let me weave you a verse.
You can't run! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Steady as stone, as a good knight should. Move out! You've got to get out of here! Still no luck, huh? What on earth are these things? How are they invulnerable to attack?
Yeah, at least with regular abyssal pylons, anyone with a vision can destroy them. But this thing, no one's seen anything like it before. It's like a part of that sky demon's body or something. Whatever it is, it seems like it can spawn abyssal pylons, and with them, a never-ending stream of abyss monsters.
At this point, retreat looks like our best option. The stadium is our only hope. That's where the sacred flame is, which seems to be the one thing that well of abyssal energy is afraid of. The Pyro Archon is guarding the flame. As long as that continues, we still have hope.
What's this?
Water, and some snacks. You look like you need it. I'm guessing you've been supporting the fight all over the map? Sounds like we got enough people to hold our own here. And it's high time.
It's true. We've been fighting pretty much non-stop. Traveler, you must be... What is it? Oh, you're right. Well, then guess we'd better go warn them. It's your decision. If you want to set off right away,
Hop, je reviens de suite. Me voici de retour.
It's you guys. Things are bad here. Something fell out of the sky that's impervious to our attacks.
Cole gave the order for everyone to evacuate. Shilonen and I stayed behind as the rear guard. It's a good thing you did, otherwise we might not have made it in time.
Kachina, she and I can deal with the remaining monsters and abyssal pylons. You should go catch up with the rest of the group before your parents start worrying about you.
Got it. I'll leave right away. Stay safe, Kachina.
Come on, let's get...
Judgment! Yes. Shiver! Shine down! You can't run! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! Shine down! Insolent! I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Rain outlines your fate.
Judgment! All right. Let engraved names echo!
Ah, la famille, c'est une famille. En train de me dire que ce jeu, il diminue pas.
You can't run! Light out. Witness the power of the watch. There is no escape. Time to clean up.
Oui, c'est pas exact.
No, my sword!
Yes, steady as stone. Hear the echoes of the valley. Punishment. Rain cutter. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Let the mountain's veins boil! As a good night should. I must leave no stone unturned. Bring it! Let engraved names echo! Light out.
Let me weave you a verse.
Inazuma shines eternal!
J'appuie sur L3. C'est derrière moi. Hop. 1 mètre.
Yep, that's everyone. And no more casualties by the look of things. Yeah, this is, good. We can evacuate shortly. I appreciate your help. How are things out there? Pretty dire? Some of the things I've seen, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get them out of my mind. I've never witnessed a full-scale abyss invasion before. I mean, I'd heard stories about the sky being painted black, but I always thought that was an exaggeration. Mawika has witnessed this all before, so she knew better than anyone the terror and despair an abyss invasion would bring.
Yeah, and despite that, she's still facing it head-on.
We've had to abandon our homes and chase the dying light of day. And maybe the only time we'll see the dawn again is in our dreams. But as long as there's even a sliver of hope, we should catch up with the group. Let's go!
Great! He made it here unscathed. Kanich came by just now with some really bad news. Those indestructible abyss things have been dropped by all of the tribal territories. So it wasn't just the Children of Echoes. Even the Collective of Plenty was affected. And they're the furthest away. But the worst affected region was the Flower Feather clans. He said it's a complete disaster over there.
What? Isn't that Chaska's tribe? She said she was gonna take Koichi home to rest for a while.
Kanich didn't even stop to catch his breath before leaving for the stadium. He said he was gonna try and assemble a team to go and support them,
But how, right? Everyone's struggling just to defend themselves. There's no spare manpower. At this rate, it won't be long before even the stadium is in defense. And with everyone congregating at the stadium, the Abyss forces will start converging there too. Then, there'll be a battle on a scale much larger. On the bright side, at least my old injuries aren't playing up at the moment. It means I can actually join in with the fighting.
The crux of the issue is that the heart of the Abyss itself has joined the invasion. That's a power we just can't match. I have every faith in the courage of our people. The Natlanese will never give in to despair. But still, the fact is, our lives are more fragile than our spirits.
Traveler Paimon knows what you're about to say. Yeah, Paimon's sure is getting tired from all this flying, but it doesn't matter. Wherever you go, Paimon's going too. Yep, we'll leave the Children of Echoes to you guys. Flower Feather Cliff.
Really? But you guys must be nearing your limit.
If there was ever a time to push ourselves to the limit, that time is now. Wait, over there! It's Chaska and Koichi!
Traveler! Over here! Hurry! Rain outlines your fate.
Illusion shattered! Ha!
Judgment!
Leave it all to me.
There is no escape!
Punishment! Witness the power.
Illusion shattered! Ha! Ha! Torn to oblivion!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Rain outlines your fate.
Yeah!
Lights out.
Ring cutter. Judgment. Shine down.
What happened to her? She's covered in abyssal energy.
Please, save her. How's that, Koichi? Any better now?
Koichi! Koichi!
Chaska, I used to think Mom and Dad were crazy for adopting. I was the younger sibling, but I always felt like it was my job to help Mom and Dad take care of you. I thought I could set you free from the abyssal energy you struggled with. I guess I was pretty full of myself, huh? Thinking I could fix you when... well, we were always the same.
Hush, Koichi. Put those thoughts right out of your mind. We'll be at the stadium in no time, okay? The abyssal contamination is gone now. Just rest.
I was always nagging you to slow down. Stop rushing headlong into things. I just didn't want anything to happen to you. I worried about you so much. But now, I realize the fact that you survived an abyssal contamination was a miracle. But it also left the fact that we became family was another miracle. But with me worrying about you all the time, it feels like I just...
No, absolutely not. Nothing could be further from the truth. Do you hear me? All you ever did was love me. Same goes for Mom and Dad. I've always known that. And I feel terrible because I really did want to get along as a family. It might take me some time, but I'll find a way to make it work. I'm so sorry, Koichi. I never meant to make...
It's okay, Chaska. No need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. I get it now. So, you keep forth, never slow down, and never hold back. Spread your wings and fly free, like the fiercest kukusaur in the sky. Because that's who you are.
Koichi!
Koichi?
energy was flowing out of her, but then a split second later, it disappeared. Koichi did say that Chaska needs to let off steam now and then, or she'll end up losing herself. But this time she wrestled back control. If only we were faster! Dealing with abyssal contamination is a piece of cake for you. We could have gotten to her earlier, then you could have treated her... Wait. What's happening to Chaska?
How unfair life can be. She's had the odds stacked against her from the very beginning, and each step forward has been... But her journey goes on, and one question looms large in her mind. If she could rise above the layers of... Maybe the glorious light of the sun, or maybe a dark, empty void. There is only one way to find out. My life's suffering shall be my to remember the pain I endured. And finally, transcend.
Let's take Koichi somewhere safer. Please, take care of Koichi for me. I still have more important things to do.
Of course. We are grateful for her service.
Yes. She served selflessly. I'm sorry, Chaska.
It's all right. I'm far from the only one going through this right now. Koichi wanted to be a hero. And in my heart, she always will be. If we want to honor what she stood for, not to mention her sacrifice... Archon.
Time for this war to end. Everyone, are you ready? A bitter war lies ahead. Our victory begins in each of your minds. So ignite the spirit of... May no further lives be lost, and no one else may to suffer the loss of their loved ones.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Stone engraved in echoing peaks. Converge, disperse, in ashes. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
A hero scaled the volcano to seize the sun. Anointed with flames, she shone with the light of... Now, guide me in my first step.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism, and send him... For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally, transcend it.
Heroes of the ages, our moment has finally come.
We unite as one.
Baptized by the Turnfire.
Bearing an ancient blessing. Knowing true power.
And accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame.
For Natlan!
For Natlan!
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
That is an outright scary level of power.
So, from now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves.
That's right. No more casualties.
It's time to wipe the enemy off the face of the earth.
And to reclaim our lost territory.
This is for all those who gave their lives for everyone. Let's go.
We'll come with you.
Paimon, traveler. I'm so grateful you got to us when you did. You gave Koichi the chance to say those words to me before the end. If I'd lost control out there in the wild, this counterattack might never have been possible.
Probably best not to think about that. More importantly, how are you feeling now? Any better?
Not really. But now's not the time to deal with it. In the spirit of VUCA, I have to... The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my character and make me the person Koichi believed I can be.
Alright, let's go show the Abyss what
Avec tous les primos que je viens de récupérer, normalement il y a moyen de faire des invoques. Toujours pas. Non, on est toujours dans le...
The Abyss has amassed a large army, but we have the manpower to take them on. Plus, we can use the power of the Night Kingdom to communicate directly and mobilize our forces on the fly. There's no rush. Slow and steady does it.
Burn that blast!
Shiver! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! You can't run!
No, my sword! Let me leave you a verse.
As a good night shows. Lights out.
Shine down! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Rain outlines your face. Rain cutter.
Judgment! Shiver! You can't run!
Leave it all to me.
Torn to oblivion!
As a beautiful maid would.
Judgment!
No, my sword!
Like, whoa, what's that? Aerial support from Malika? Look how powerful she is now. It's borderline unfair. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. Huh. Leave it all to me.
Use my power to destroy the Abyss tumors.
Got it! Thanks for the backup!
There is no escape! Judgment!
Ok, la zone de France, c'est pas par là qu'il fallait aller. Ah punaise, j'étais en train de revenir dans la bonne direction, je crois. Voilà, j'avais du son.
Oh, did you guys see that huge fireball? It exploded right above my head!
Sorry, Mulani. I'll adjust my aim.
No, you're good, Archon. It didn't hurt at all. Plus, it was freaking cool!
Not great for your eyesight, though.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Miserable dregs of the Abyss! Kneel before the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How!
Hal's coming in way too hot. Is it possible to mute him?
How?
done.
Thank you, Malika.
Backup has arrived. All right, give him hell. Vengeance for Koichi.
Rain cutter, now you shall perish.
I must leave no stone unturned. Right. As a good knight should. I'll catch up.
Shiver! No, my sword! Illusion shattered!
The enemy ranks are thinning. Time to double down. Use the Pyro Archon's power and show no mercy.
Body and mind.
You can't run.
Sheena, over here! I'll send you up, it'll be quicker!
Whee! This is just like riding a spirit way! Now it's my turn! Go, Turbo Twirly!
Okay, everyone's safe. Granny, please go on ahead with the others. I just need some more time, I promise. I won't hold things up.
Oh, Roron! Leave the vegetables and aphids behind, you dimwit! It's too dangerous!
That sacred flame has got me pretty fired up. I'm ready to butcher a whole army of monsters. Everyone, death is now off the table. So charge! Let's give them everything we've got.
The Children of Echo's territory is secure. All monsters down.
I'll go deal with the Abyss Tumor.
All good here at the People of the Springs, too. We crushed it! Masters of the Night Wind are also safe. Should I go support the Flower Feather?
Things are still pretty rough over there. I'm already en route.
No need. I just dealt with it.
Already? But you were just at the stadium!
Yeah, well, you have no idea how long I've been itching.
Oh!
Ian-san, what should we do about the Collective of Plenty? Your home's a long ways away from the stadium.
Oh, no need to worry. I just heard from Marisa. She says they're safe now.
Sounds like all regions are secured. The Abyss forces are weakening.
Yeah! Their only game plan was to outnumber us, and that ain't gonna work now that we have the Ode of Resurrection!
Hold up. The Abyss is sending a sizable unit towards the stadium. I guess they've realized that the Ode of Resurrection is a game changer. So now, they are going to try to destroy the Sacred Flame.
We ain't gonna let them get away with that. Friends, let's gather at the stadium.
More Abyss tumors have descended, all near the stadium. Let's split up and take them out. We need someone to guard the main entrance.
All right, this is the final battle.
Bonsoir à tous, surtout n'hésitez pas à vous abonner, je vois que vous êtes de plus en plus nombreux, ça fait plaisir.
Judgment! Witness!
Torn to oblivion!
There is...
outlines your fate.
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Shine down!
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Let me weave you a verse. Lights out.
There is no escape. You can't run.
Time to act.
Punishment!
No, my sword! Body and mind.
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Let me read you a verse.
Someone needs assistance.
Judgment! Shiver! There is no escape!
shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Leave it all to me.
Ah, la scène était magnifique, y a pas à dire. Une des plus belles cinématiques.
Everyone, we are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory. It is a victory forged by each and every one of us, and we should all be proud. We emerge victorious from another crisis to declare, our beloved Natlan is saved!
Woo! All right!
I must caution that this war is not yet over. We have not destroyed our enemy, merely driven them further into the depths of the Night Kingdom. But the Abyss underestimated Natlan's forces, and they have suffered a devastating defeat. It will be a long time before they are able to pose a threat to us again. After making some preparations, I will launch my final counterattack. I shall strike them in their lair and wipe them out for good.
Oh, man. Wait, Archon, are you saying you're going alone?
Yes. The abyssal energy there is too strong. Contact with it would be instantly lethal to anyone else. I'm sure you're all still fired up, and you must be eager to take the fight home to the enemy. But I must ask you to temper your ambitions. I will return victorious, for all of us.
It's kind of a shame that we can't join in with a final showdown.
Please, look at the bigger picture. Thanks to every one of you, we have already secured an enormous victory. Tonight, we...
I guess if our lives are no longer at risk, things...
That's good enough for me. Beats having monsters everywhere.
When the time comes, I will gather everyone now. Let us also remember those who gave... Once the last dregs of the Abyss are wiped out, I intend to give them the grand funeral they deserve. An ancient name could never record the many who we lost. But no hero of Natlan should be forgotten.
If I may, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen.
Lastly, there is one more person I must thank for his extraordinary support in our time of need. And that is the Captain.
Speaking in a personal capacity, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations.
Well, everyone, please enjoy the victory feast. I hope it's a chance to relax your minds and rekindle your spirits, so that we may face what lies ahead with renewed vigor.
You seem a little out of sorts. Are you just tired?
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I could see all of Natlan stretching out below me. People everywhere, giving everything. If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... And Koichi. Maybe she'd still... I'm sorry. Now is not the time for that.
Make it a large?
True. My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition. Just one last, namely my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge amount of pressure.
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch. Are you always gonna have that kind of power from now on?
That was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential. And it was only temporary. I can't wield that power for any length of time. My body wouldn't be able to handle it. Likewise, the amplified power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary. From now on, it's back to ancient name-bearers only. Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow. So for the time being, it's too weak to sustain. I hope the people will be able to enjoy this period of peace. Or rather, assuming we've had centuries of war with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter. Anyway, there's something I've been wondering about. I know you've been at the center of some major events in other nations too, and fought many powerful foes. In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through? Why risk life and limb for a cause that's not your own? You know, it's that mindset that distinguishes the heroes in every story. They're the natural protagonists. What I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you, with your extraordinary talent and your sense of justice, to join me in this final step. You and I but I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature and readiness to help others. I'm sure you must be weary. Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow in the speaker's chamber. I'll give you more details on the final battle, and then...
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. I'm told you have proven yourself to be an outstanding adventurer and warrior. You remind me of the Prince. The similarities in your approach are striking, Especially when you told me you wanted to win. I hope you will see him soon.
Hey, Auroron! How are the Masters of the Nightwind doing?
Granny Sealolly's been there the whole time, and she's a tough one. I think we should be fine. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do, though. That's a job for the young folks. I should probably head back.
Do you need support from the Fatui?
Probably not. There are a lot of older folks in our tribe, and I suspect they would find your comrade's presence a little distressing.
Right, 'cause often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyesight.
Oh, right!
You did a great job, Kachina. Oh, you're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage gave you...
No. I just figured I should do my part. I spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now.
How are things at the People of the Springs base?
There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start rebuilding pretty soon.
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Still, it's so sad that some people couldn't be saved by the Ode of... I think I want to hold a candlelight vigil for them when I get home.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for Natlan.
On peut de nouveau faire les invocations. Je vais voir un petit peu où j'en suis arrivé là-dessus. Ah bah en plus j'ai des récompenses à aller chercher. Il me manque un point. Ici. Ah bah toujours pas. Toujours pas, je pensais pas pouvoir en faire avec... Je suis à 0 là. Ouais. Et en perma, pareil. Je l'avais pas parlé.
Janich, you are one lucky devil. I don't know how...
I'm in a zero-tolerance mood right now. Stop being so flippant.
Unless you want to get punched in the face.
What is it with you, Ahau? Why are you so... Oh, this is rich. One measly victory, and it's all gone to your...
Alright. Credit where credit's due.
Don't treat me like I'm your pet parrot!
The messengers are the worst affected. I expect there will be delays on all deliveries in Natlan for some time. Although fortunately, a lot of people have said they're willing to help out part-time. That should...
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off relatively unscathed. But it might have been a different story if Chaska hadn't gotten there when she did.
That's good to hear. All's well that ends well. Well, what do you know? These are pretty tasty. Oh, serve it! One more bunch of grapes! Post haste!
Okay, Polly.
Apparemment, il n'y en a plus qu'un. On va voir ce que c'est. Puis après, je pense que ça va être le grand final entre les abysses et puis l'Archon. Ah bah du coup on va peut-être avoir notre... vu qu'on a eu tout à l'heure du pyro qui s'est posé sur nous, il faut peut-être nous expliquer. Le chargement il est long. C'est une blague, il m'envoie de repasser par là-bas. Passer par en au-dessus, on verra bien ce que ça va donner. On va en bas. Ils savent pas si je dois rentrer ou si je dois sortir quoi. Voilà, c'est le de Mordicus ça. Ah non, c'est lui. On va visiter d'autres salles ou quoi? Le 26 à 21h sur Twitch, je fais un concours sur
Hey,
Fortnite.
traveler, Paimon. There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey, Pete Lolly! What's up?
Listen up. I have something really important.
What? Are you serious?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can... I had thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of Natlan come together and fight so bravely. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone. I had to know your thoughts. I want to save her, but I can't do it alone. Okay, good. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so if anyone has a chance of defying the rules, that would be you. Oh, and please don't breathe a word of this to Mawika. I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of using the Divine Throne's power. But if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could ruin our chances to help.
Got it. Mom...
Alright, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now, since I've come all this way, I think it's finally time for a...
Go easy, though. Yeah.
Don't worry, I said a drink. That means just one.
All right, you little munchkin. If you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious. I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't gonna accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of.
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on. You could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be. You made this shot. The science of the canopy raised him tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Mollypo. If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl. You lost and I won. It's no big deal. You want me to be happy for you when your turn comes, right? So cheer up.
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough. And it'll be an even better one than yours.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. What ancient name could beat Molly? Unless... Surely you don't mean Kiangozi?
Fantastic. Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for once. Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling session with you after that. Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me? I heard that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the sacred flame. And apparently it can change your personality. I can't help but feel a little worried.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Why would you forget about me just because of some new job? Even if that job happens to be Archon.
After the darkness will come the dawn.
No one fights alone.
For Natlan!
Look at the sky! It's getting brighter at last!
We walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom, and this will help you to stand against the Abyss.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe. If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to...
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other would seriously ask to borrow my power. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The question is...
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of dying.
No. A fear of death is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power cannot conquer their fear, countless innocent lives will be claimed in their stead. For only then can those are the rule.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the Abyss. And it will certainly not yield to your rules. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows...
Very well. I shall agree to help you. But I am merely a shade, and I do not have as much freedom to do as I please as you might think.
Then what do you
Keep this a secret. If I am questioned about it, I will deny all involvement, and claim that treacherous Xbalanque stole my power.
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad we could reach an agreement.
Come in.
As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of wiping out the Abyss. Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name? I'm surprised she was willing to help you, and by extension me. I'm very grateful to her.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Traveler still need one by this point?
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands, but this time, I want to break the cycle and free us from this fate for good. With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help. Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by abyssal corruption. But when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case, so the Lord of the Night will take special care of you. In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
Whoa! Are we forgetting something here? What about Paimon? What's her place? What? You mean we'll be separated?
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in an impossible position.
Paimon wasn't that worried, but now she's petrified. What will you do without me? Okay, well, Paimon needs to think about this because you're really asking a lot of her, but...
I greatly appreciate it. Everyone in Natlan knows how important this final battle is. You will be remembered and revered long into... If you have any other questions, please ask away.
The Outlander with deep ties to this land returns. And this time, he is...
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came from the Ruler of Death. From what I know of her rules, she will demand death in return.
How do you know this? I see. So, the Ruler of Death sent you on your...
Natlan still has a final battle to fight, and I too have a final foe to fix. For the sake of those countless lost souls, and a hope for Natlan's future, I need...
Encore 32 contenus, je pense pas avoir assez. Ici, il doit y en avoir peut-être un à récupérer. 10. Je vais vérifier, mais je pense pas que ça soit suffisant. Il m'en manque 40. Déjà la première chose, on va les soigner. Je crois que je vais arrêter la quête des Archons pour l'instant. Je vais voir un petit peu si je peux pas récupérer 40.
Work hard and live each day to the fullest.
Ça va être une perma, ça. Je pense pas que ça va être une temporaire. Je vais vérifier ça.
That is what life in Mondstadt.
Et merci. Bon bah on va tester. Allez, croisons les doigts pour une arme. Je dois approcher à peu près 60 en pitié.
All about, isn't it?
Bon, du coup on a dit ça doit être 40 je crois, je vais quand même vérifier ça vite fait. Ouais. Ou 40. Ah bah voilà, celle-là. Celle-là c'est combien? 50. À mon avis ça va être plus galère. avoir moins de récompenses là-dessus peut-être. Un petit peu moins. Je pense que ce sera peut-être plus facile sur celui-ci. Est-ce qu'il y en a en durée limitée? Non. C'est pareil, c'est 40 aussi. Activer les mécanismes, leeway. Je pense que je vais plutôt faire celle-ci. On est retourné dans le gouffre. En plus, je n'avais pas terminé le gouffre, donc je crois que je vais terminer là-dessus, de manière à voir les 40 qui me manquent, et puis après je vais faire une solo. Histoire de voir si j'ai une arme ou pas.
Someone needs assistance. I must leave no stone unturned.
Changer l'équipe.
I will protect you.
A walk would be nice.
I'll take care of it.
Non.
Is it time to go?
Bah oui, forcément. Si j'oublie de l'activer.
Here we go.
Stabilize!
Leave it all to me. Has a good night's sleep.
Let's play.
I'll catch up.
This is order.
Here's the echoes of the valley.
Yeah. Solidify!
Yahoo! Steady as stone. Time for takeoff. Somewhat time to clean up. Dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Gentil, il me dit d'activer les mécanismes, mais je sais pas encore comment faut faire. Ah, on va voir ça. Je pense que ça doit être avec ça. Équipé.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there. yourself.
Right! Order guide you.
Steady as stone.
Bring it!
Let's play.
Crumble! Quake!
Let the mountain's veins boil! Brace yourself. Leave it all to me, as a good knight should. Someone needs assistance.
This is order. Crumble! Rise!
Letting grave names echo!
Time to clean up.
I will have order.
Bring it!
Let's play!
Hear the echoes of the valley! Roll!
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
I'll catch up.
Ouais, dernier actif, puis après je m'arrête là. C'est pas ça. Je crois que je vais arrêter là. Parce que je commence à bien fatiguer. Sur ce, à bientôt pour les prochaines vidéos. Ciao ciao.